Good evening, this is Glenn Gonzalez coming to you live from Channel 23 Miami, FIN station. Tonight I have a segment about wiretap. Should it be allowed without a warrant? Should officials be allowed to proceed with the wiretapping without recorded cause? First, we'll speak to someone who was a victim of wiretapping to see what they say regarding the controversy. Ms. Cantrell.
Absolutely not. I consider wiretapping an invasion of one's privacy. I was trying to pirate music on my laptop about 2 years ago.
One day the police knocked on my door. When I opened it, they came into my house and they took my home phone, cell phone, and laptop without an explanation. All the police gave me was a sheet of paper with a date to report to court to discuss the music I had been pirating. When I attended court, the jury found me not guilty to the unfair accusal. They accused me of being guilty without knowledge by wiretapping my home phone. The reality was that I had purchased an online account for downloading music.
Excuse me, sir?
Read the paper, ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day.
In closing, I don't think any form of government should be allowed to wiretap people's phones without a warrant. Hopefully we can change this and prove that wiretapping is wrong.
Wow, that's a shocking story you don't hear every day. I agree with Ms. Cantrell. Wiretapping is definitely an invasion of privacy. I would have hated to be put in a situation like that. According to Section 13 of the Patriotic Act, it is created to authorize government agents to obtain sneak and peek warrants that allow them to enter and search a premises without immediately notifying the owner, providing nothing is removed. In Ms. Cantrell's case, it would have given her a chance to file a complaint because this was illegal on the officer's part. We as the people of this city reserve the freedom to maintain our privacy. Although it is only to a certain extent, sometimes our officer goes too far. We need to create a boundary between privacy and evidence. Now we're going to discuss with someone who believes that wiretapping is an aspect that is important to the justice system. Here we are now with Ashley Bright, a sister of Joshua Bright from the well-known Bright murder case. Ashley, should the government be allowed to wiretap from phones without permission?
I think it is a good idea. When my brother died, I was asked to testify what I thought about my brother to the court. The judge asked me why did I think my brother died. I said that I don't know. Joshua was a good brother and he was a good kid in school. This wasn't fair. My mom used to say to the police, why didn't they check his phone? Why couldn't they solve the mystery of my baby's death? Now I understand what my mom meant. A few years after Joshua died, my dad had a heart attack. That is when they finally looked at Joshua's phone calls. I went with my mother back to court and they said that they found the kid that killed my brother. My mom and me were crying. If they looked at the phone calls from my brother and the kid from his school, when my mom said to, they would have found out who did it and maybe my dad wouldn't have had a heart attack and died to be with Joshua.
Wow, that is another interesting case you don't hear every day. Maybe wiretapping is a good thing in some cases. If they looked at call logs from Joshua and Joshua's murderer sooner, they would have solved the case and possibly saved the family from more sorrow. According to Section 215 of the Patriotic Act, wiretapping violates the First Amendment because it allows the FBI to easily obtain information about a person's reading habits, religious affiliations, and other expressive activities that can be used in an investigation in a court trial. This wraps up things for tonight's segment. To give your opinion or get more information regarding this subject, please visit our website at mfin.com.